Yes, people, myself, TS, welcome back to another No Filter TS. In this one, just talking about Arsenal off the back of Edu, kind of doing his press tour, talking with various different outlets, talking about, the summer, the signings, the plan, strategy, process, project, whatever phrase he puts into it. And, again, when you look at, the Arsenal hierarchy, people, when I'm talking about the ownership, the people that, deliver the money, there was some talk towards the beginning of the transfer window that, apparently the manager wasn't happy, didn't feel like he was getting backed, or, he's wanting deals to be hurried up. And you'd have to say the Cronkies have delivered again. I think when you calculate it all, it's close to 400 million that they have spent on new signings since Arteta's come into the club. It's definitely his squad now going forward for this season. Whether you feel like the manager's good enough or not, if we was to lose a game, you can't be now tweeting Cronky out, because they'll turn around like, what? Us? Not even that I don't think they see that, but anyone would be like thinking of us, like, we look how much money we've upped. Like, you must be kidding. But yeah, Eddie was talking about, for club of Arsenal status, we're not just meant to be there to be competing for top four. Obviously, this is a man that played at the club when, we was, winning leagues and, doing the thing under Wenger. And when you look at it, we're coming up on 20 years of not winning the league. And, it's about time that the club start showing the ambition to get back towards that. Obviously, you've got teams like, City and Liverpool, who their squads and overall 11s are better than ours. But when you look at it financially, we've spent more money than these clubs, definitely over the last few years. So it goes to show that we can compete with these teams if business is done the right way. So for me, many people now would say, what's the targets for this season? Obviously, there is some people that say, yes, we should be going for the title. At the beginning of any season, we should be going for the title. Obviously, the standards have dropped off over the last few years. Finished out the top four under Wenger, finished 5th with Emery, finished 8th twice with Arteta, then last season finished 5th. For me personally, this season, my personal target is I feel like we definitely need to get back into the Champions League. I feel like we need to kind of secure that in the top four. So, showing that, we're capable enough to be competing with the other teams in the league on a weekly basis. Obviously, the fixtures will be coming thick and fast this year with, games being played a lot closer to one another, to prepare for that, the Winter World Cup. And then also at the same time, we need to be winning trophies, At the end of the day, if we, as much as top four, we need to secure Champions League via that route. No one will remember the season and say, oh yeah, we got top four that season in the history books. When you look at the history and the trophies, we need to win stuff. We're well renowned for, FA Cup wins. We need to start doing something in that competition. We're in the Europa League this season. We should be looking at that as a competition to win. Carabao Cup, got to the semi-final last season. We've definitely spent enough money to be doing stuff. So I think for most fans will probably just say, top four in itself is fine. For me, I'd say top four and a trophy. Preferably of the three cup competitions available, I'd be saying Europa League or FA Cup. But I'm not to turn my nose up at the Carabao Cup, but we should be winning cup competitions. Truth be told, if we was to finish third or fourth, and bag two trophies, it would be a good season. That would be the way to look at it. So for me, I think a solid top four finish and a trophy would be a good season for us, and that's the targets I'm personally looking at on the club for this season. So yeah, it'd be grateful to get your thoughts in the comment section below. And yeah, man, if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button now, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.